be helpful if I switch the mix on. Anyways, welcome. Live from Q and Cushion in Bridlin, and I do apologise if anyone's ears just got blown out because they didn't realise it run loud or whatever. Hopefully the audio got sorted. I was trying to do it from the match table that we're on, but I don't think it quite worked. How's everyone doing? Race to 18. It's a handicap comp. Newlove on -6. Christian Jarrett on +4. It's taken an early 3-0 lead. Butcher's on fire. Well, Harry Bo, I've got to make up for Saturday, and I've got to try my best. However, it'd be helpful if TV. Table up. Out of curiosity, since I don't really listen back to it much, could you all hear the table sounds? Or was it all a bit too quiet? I'm still trying to get the right balance of everything. Yo, Joe, pass my congratulations on to little Harry Bell. His victory this weekend in the snooker. Right, under 21s, he went and smashed. Not too bad, that, is it? Howdy, Ed. I thought you'd be here and watching. I'll see you on Friday night. Live from Rack and Roll in Scarborough. Christian Jowett against Ed Cunnyworth. What's pot now, lads? 6 grand? Bit more? I'll be live from 7 PM, if I remember rightly. Start after tonight. The 2 frame. Wow. Fantastic is that? Head. everybody know what we're talking about. If you look on the page at the most popular videos. There's two actually. Potting balls. Ball, okay, mate. Balls out. Well, thankfully tonight it was my opponent that were picking balls out. Jordan, shift your head. U-bomb. U-bomb, eh? Leave the stick that I get using U-bomb. It works. Anyone who's interested in U-bomb, as I do mention each stream, it's after EQ. Especially in this sticky weather, keep it nice and smooth. Go on to his website, typlive.uk. Look under the pool and reviews section. Article. U-bomb. And where to buy it. Ooh. Ooh. Didn't expect that one from you. How long this technique looks like it's not a gimme. Enough to play a bit of over on YouTube. Nasio. Just absolutely the channel name. Which lad? Someone's on about the lad. Commentary from him. Rob, you've been done. You know, it'd be boring just so that each visit is just kind of near enough to clear them up, but instead is producing. Different. I'm off out there. Oh. Thin. Medicine, just take the one out of that bag and leave yourself a nice angle. Nice, two things to come back. Down already. tables double. Leaves nothing on really for Jowett other than a... So he's gone. Is it way too hard? Right down the bottom of the table. Oh, he's unlucky to say. But he's left now in with a double. Wow. Either. Dropping these corner bags. Absolutely huge. Late. Black into middle. New comms to announce. We're live from Kew & Cushion in Bridlington, what used to be known as Bridlington Snook Centre. New owners, new direction, new era for the venue. Tables in fantastic condition. These 3 snooker tables, 6 pool tables, a little bar area as well, just to sit the back week. I mentioned before, the question was the, you know, if you're local, Yorkshire, Grand Comp, new format here. Minute it's just called a Grand Slam. No name yet for it as such, but it's handicapped. Every player gets their own handicap. Versus to 9. If it's 8-8, it's deemed a draw, so there's no decider. 120 quid entry, you get a match a week. Everyone plays everyone in the group, and then it goes into a knockout. Saying that though, last week, played Matty Gardner. Went something like 9-1 up, did Jake, in the first 10 frames, but Matty stuck out a lot closer than what the first 10 frames said. So 18-15, I think, in the end. Tuesday night. We had some people watching front row seat the week. On a rig. Been out on a boat. Area of see different shots, but that's very nice. Guessing both Reds going with fairly ease. That was there, says nah, angle he's got. Great angle. Yeah, Danny. Well then, first frame on the board. Right, there it is. First frame on the board. Stopped. The Butcher's machine going through. Task for Jowett is to derail the Butchers. And it's semi-finals now. The other semis, you've got Ross Bonnet against Dan Connell. Looked like he was a shirt. He covers numerous different sports. The UK. These next few weeks, it's just pure pool. Then the football season starts. Some live football and some highlights of it with Bridlington Town. Shot. It is worth mentioning. See if that's a bit different, Ross. Cheers for messaging me about it. For some reason, my Facebook. The Facebook messages aren't coming through all the time now. See if someone wants to come up and commentate for a bit with me. There's a few in. I'll be back in a minute. Well, Jake's took his handicap off. I'll do this, help you out. No, I'm not a golden 8 ball. I knew about it. I don't know who's covering it this year. Assuming it's Beard again and Tsunami. I'm guessing it's them. Possibly got a chance here to go into the trio. Off the red. There's a chance. It's opened up. Where's your white? White safe. Has he left a double? He's going to take bottom right first and then go for a double. Yeah, that's what he's going for. Trace a right. No, he's just not hit that right at all, and he's got away with it. He's absolutely fluked it. Bottom right. Defo no way we're going for that one. Long black. Six frames to nil. Christian leads in a race to 18. Jake started on -6. Christian started on +4. (6-2) would be your unhandicapped score. quick shout for a post that's been put, I actually put earlier in East Yorkshire Pool events. Lee Caswell is looking for a money match on 17th of September. It's a Friday. He's looking for a match, 500 to a grand a man. He smashed Haribo. Might be trying to smash Haribo again, but... Oh, trying to, should I say. But... Haribo tried to get the third match. You've taken enough money off me. I don't want it. Andy Robbo, are you in the Lounge Elite series? It's at Q and Cushion this Saturday. Forgot to have a look at the draw again. Let's have a look. Yeah, just seen the draw. And Horny Gold you've got. Never watched Dan play, so I can't comment on that one. camp as we're about early. Missed a bit of this frame. Jowett's on EL, is that? These are definitely balls he should be clearing up. Yeah, these are just pretty much dot to dot at this point. Thought he ran that a little bit more than what he wanted to. But he should still be alright, yeah. Black into middle. Seven frames to one. Christian leads. It's a race to 18. Yeah, as the Connell's off scratch, he has got Ross in the semis. Where is... I'd have forgot to put Ross through on that match. So Ross will be getting a 6th start against Dan. That's live with us next Tuesday, actually it is. I think for all these, today's already started, but I know Haribo's been putting odds in the group. One thing I was going to do was look through, had the bracket open, look through how they got into the semis. As we see Jake mop up this clearance. So, start with Jake. He played Liam Bown in the first round. Then played Alan Winters. Both of them. Oh, Liam was on a +6. Alan was on a +8. Then it came to Dan Potter, who we played. Dan Potter was on scratch. Last week, as we saw, he played Matty Gardner. Probably went a lot closer than Jake would like. This is him playing Christian tonight. How do, Phil? To anyone who is just tuned in, it is a handicap comp. Jake Newlove started on -6, Christian Jowett on +4. Very light work. Phil won't be long before I'm in White Rose for EBPF Tour. What does it say? Oh, it's saying weekend as Golden 8 Ball, innit? Shall see you. See you around then. Injuries might be a little bit lower than for that one. Which is a shame. I know a lot enter it though, don't there's 3 man. A lot just have a good few days away. Well, it looks like it could get either side here. Don't think that right yellow that's over the middle is just far enough over to kind of play the red with pace, push through, and come across for the other one. Springs, I doubt you're going to be looking at trying to force it in. So it might be a case of possibly, you might be looking at that. I'm thinking maybe try and cut the left red into the middle. Drag the ball, drag the white back. Just take a cut on. Oh, he's going long. Surely not. Cut. The line over there. Very nice. That's why my handicap run +8. Expect that to be a costly miss. Christian. Put the red. I think putting red over the black, over the black pocket, just wouldn't have achieved anything. So glad you're still tuned in, Ed. Here we go. Not much of a gap to get through there. Really short on this first cushion, so that throws off the angles a little. get after talking to Eddie's money match with Christian. He's live with us on Friday night. Just over £6,000 raised from Rack and Roll in Scarborough. You know, thought you'd be up for this one. Thought you'd have come through with Jake. Have you done your fair share of travelling for this comp? Oh! Wow. He's played it with pace, which I don't think you needed to really do with that shot, but that's a question. He's got a chance to cover the yellow pocket. Oh, reverse double. White's in off. Oh, you have to say, the ball in hand. These are done for. Within three. It goes. We didn't mention about Christian's route into the semi-final. He beat me 18-12. Paco's joining me. Right, looks in it. He's come upstairs. He's just gonna have to move everything out of where you. Just find where your headset is. Yep, that's yours. Well, one of the mad ones that decided to spend a little bit of money and thought process into this new venture.
Yeah, I've had better thoughts, better moments, but it's getting better day to day, we think. Evening, everybody.
Looks like Christian's just trying to pot some balls because he's really not had a look in yet with this match.
Yeah, it's not a case always of how well he plays, is it? It's how well you're allowed to play.
Yeah.
Jake's shot choice, I'm just saying in the bar there, it just looks so easy, that last little clearance. 90% of us wouldn't have seen that last red off the yellow, clear it out of the way, couldn't go wrong.
Well, Ed Cunningham in the chat saying that he can't lose on Friday night to Christian, because he's playing him for a fair bit of cash. Ross Bonnet asks, can we get the Lanny McDonald story?
No.
That's the short answer to that one.
In a word, took a pal.
We'll do, Ryan. You've joined us at wrong moment here, just as
I have.
they've gone for...
Evening, Ryan.
Well, they've gone to the toilet
And I haven't got long because my tea's ready.
Oh, what are you having?
I don't know, but my missus thinks I'm still at work.
Oh.
I hope she's not watching this.
You're still at work. You're still somewhere.
Well, I am technically still at work, aren't I?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Just not the work that she expected with a pint
Well,
in my hand.
you were at work on Saturday as well.
Very hard work on Saturday. That was hard work. And again this Saturday, we're not playing, but behind the bar this Saturday.
Yes.
Series again.
It should be a good one. The Elite.
The Elite.
Where none of the Elite could
Premium
join.
Elite, whatever it's called.
Yeah. The Butchers come back into the building. Yeah, it's it should be a good day's pool, that.
A long day's pool. 9 o'clock start, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, same as last Saturday, 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Bacon sandwiches on the go for 8:30.
Can't wait. Burgers again.
The beautiful steak burgers.
Yes. Absolutely banging in them burgers.
And then the penne and lemon summer
Maybe
specials.
For you. Maybe for you.
You're banned from drinking
Yeah.
on Saturday, Sam.
That's everyone else's fault, is that? So, Jake's made a ball and, you would say yellers, and you would say that as soon as this one off the left near rail is out.
You got many watching this on, Sam? What does it say?
Yeah, there's been I think peak on Facebook with 200 earlier.
That's good.
Just fluctuating a bit. Still early doors in the match. YouTube's been fairly high recently, 40 to 50 on there. How do, Josh? Hope you well. Cameron Brown, I'm on Noah's side, but started giving him Jake Newlove's different gravy compared to your play. Players will always look worse playing pros.
Not like Cameron to be confrontational, is it?
A pro versus an amateur. A pro would smash him, let's be real. You know, the hardest thing to really believe, Cam, is the fact that Jake isn't a pro, technically.
Even if it is, that's why we've got a handicap competition.
But then the handicap comp is there for a reason.
I do still believe the better player will just alter the game and control the game, control more frames.
Yeah.
If they're giving start, they just tighten up a little bit more. If this had been off levels, he would have probably played a bit more open. But when you've got start, you turn up thinking you've got a chance. And that's all you can ask for. There's a lot of games gone very close in this comp. I don't think anybody's really complained about the handicapping particularly.
No.
If they've got whooped, it's because they've not played. They've all turned up believing they've got a chance.
Likewise, that'll be seen in the what did we call it? Comp?
Welcome back.
No, not this one. Sorry, the new Grand Comp.
The Grand Slam.
Grand Slam. That's it. That's the name at the minute.
I was looking at the way the entries are going. It could well be the 10 Grand Slam.
That'll be some going with that. So that one at that point, with that many entries, you could start seeing some names that you wouldn't necessarily see.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Tap break from Jowett. Well,
Change of tactics.
I wouldn't really go with that as being a tap break. I think that's a rather pointless break.
Has Lee Harrison been on phone to him? Telling him the way to play against Jake. Tap break. central.
Haribo would have actually tap broke that. That was just up its rear. Bit of a smack. I don't get it. Don't get that. Oh, I'm not seeing a money match in the making. Cameron Brown against Lee Harrison. Looks like Cameron's backing Christian. Yeah. He'll be in next Tuesday night, possibly. Dan's playing Ross in the semi-final.
I will be watching.
Just don't know where.
I could well be away, unfortunately, but I will be watching. Mr. Harrison knows why I'll be watching if this continues to go Jake's way.
Yeah, literally just like what I mentioned. It was pointless. Absolutely pointless. Another whole big head. Oh dear, it's all kicking off in comments.
Who's Cameron referring to there?
Haribo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Need to get your cue out again, Cam. Start playing in one or two of these. Show 'em who's boss.
Grand Slam would be perfect.
Probably 16 nights out in a row, eh? Suits you, Cam, that.
Oh, he's opened that pocket up nicely and... Where's that yellow go? I'm guessing
that goes
yellow.
by. I don't think that goes past the red.
Comment's not working. What, Mikey? He just commented. I'm sure on that one. Haribo, I can't wait to see you win a money match. Give me 8 to 18 for $2 grand. No, I don't see that.
Isn't that a bit of a counter-argument after the previous comment?
I won't even wake up to play him. However, give me 8 to 18. Haribo's just think exactly like you. What a cracking part that is from Christian.
We know you were on it on Saturday night, Cam, as you were walking down the road here and we put shutters down pretty sharpish.
Close the Facebook app and reopen it. Anything I can think of.
The Kazi match against Cameron that never got played. That could be reinstated, couldn't it?
He is wanting a match. It's Kazza.
I remember it well. It was here. Then it wasn't. Cutting, Mr. Harrison. Very cutting.
What a comment that is.
Hey? On a Tuesday night, at whatever time it is.
20 to 9 and Christ.
20 to 9 and you're giving it that?
What's up with lights?
Bit of a disco going on in there.
Red disco.
Where?
Yeah, I were flashing. Well, just like then. Just pulsed. All right. As long as the... No, I don't think the table lights did. It were just
Well,
These.
whatever.
Why don't you just have a whole V-Brid game? It's probably going to get sorted at some point.
That sounds a good idea, Mr. Biggins. And even though you've
Gone up
got all
north.
loved up and gone off north towards Scarborough, to posh land, I suppose we could still have you in a Bridlington Exiles team. If you're interested.
I'll do over on YouTube someone named L6. You'll have to let me know what your name is. Cheers for tuning in for a very long time, as you've mentioned. One behind. You'd expect this one to be. Yep. He needs to get going, does Christian. It's creeping up. This is a bigger. Daniel Gatti getting tasty this. Anyone watching the pool? Nope.
Is there some pool on?
No. Kaze. Yes, sorry, Mr. Rands, my bad. Has Haribo had off tonight?
I don't think it was really your fault, mate. I think it was just the fact that everybody seemed to know that the game had been moved, other than the organiser of the night. And that was the thing that... And I got a little bit mixed up with... I think there was some comments that Andy had made and Lee had made. And I don't know, it just got a little bit out of hand. About 200 messages in, I think it was. But you'd be more than welcome again, mate, and we can offer streams. I think that was one of the reasons the match didn't come here, because there was no stream.
Yeah, it might be one of them.
So the thing is, the stream now, Sam's here, it's a couple of clicks of the mouse and off we
As
go.
long as I'm not in some other venue somewhere in the UK.
I wondered what you were going to say then.
I don't know. I don't know where you're going, but yeah, I'll leave that one there. Paul says, this might sound stupid, but how's the handicap work? So your handicap you got given, you just start on it, and you just race to 18.
In this instance, it looks a little bit more complicated because Jake was a -6, so in effect, it's a race to 24 for Jake.
Yeah, if you're playing off 0, but yeah. The scoreboard allows us to go into the minuses, so that's how we've done it. But if you're on, someone were on +2, someone were on +4, you just start on that.
Yeah, 2 and 4 rather than getting 2 start, because obviously the longer the race, the longer you've got to catch up.
Which is how doing the Grand Slam, whatever your handicap is.
You're off that. That's your starting point.
Yeah.
We've still got some finer points to discuss on that one. I don't see any issues unless there's any sort of time constraints with matches following on. If you've got 2 players off 2, they could play off scratch and play to 9.
The only issue that could be that is every frame apparently does count in terms of
if
frame difference.
Frame difference, it could have an effect on that.
Yeah, so it would have effect, so it's probably just saying blanket, right? Yeah. Whereas this, it didn't matter.
No.
It's a straight win or loss.
Yeah. But no, somebody asked, that's a shot.
That's a rare miss.
Somebody asked today if you've got a 4 and a 5 playing each other, do they start off 0 and 1?
Yes.
Which obviously, if you've got a race to 9, somebody's got to catch 1 up over 5 frames compared with 1 over 9, so it makes a big difference.
Yeah, thank you. I'll certainly be there for a match at first opportunity. I think me versus Jowett after a big pot in October, November, so this could be a perfect venue.
I like the last comment there from Lee Harrison Promotions.
Lee Harrison Promotions, love it. Very true.
Yeah, just going back to the stream, obviously we've now got a semi-permanent camera situation here where we've got camera mounts up, permanent cables in through to a little control room at the top of the stairs, so it's quite simple as long as Sam can manage to get up the stairs, which was a bit of a problem on Saturday.
Thankfully, the stream already started.
Yes, hence the reason we were a little bit light on commentary.
Well,
but,
thankfully, Haribo and Sando and who else took? Oh, David, what's his name? Forgot. The lad from goal.
Right.
They were all taking turns in commentating.
But it's certainly a lot easier to be able to come in and set a stream up for a little money match when the kit's here, rather than. I've always said it still needs to be a bit of a reimbursement somehow, either from the venue or from the players, depending on. And I think I'm right in saying if you bring in a big pot and a big crowd, we'll quite happily stand the streaming fees. At the end of the day, Sam has invested a lot of money, and it does wind me up that you get people getting annoyed because sort of Sam won't stream games without asking for a few quid. They expect, I would think the same people will work 10 minutes overtime and ask for overtime, and they expect Sam to give up sort of 5 or 6 hours and expect not to give him anything for it.
Cool events, it's usually quite, well, generally when it's away from you, it's usually full day. But something like this, it's been great because came in straight after work and switched it on.
Switch your camera, clip a camera
clip
on,
camera
and you're
in,
off.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Just to line it up as best as you can. And
again, on Saturday we'll have a three camera.
Yeah, it's the same
feed.
as what we did last Saturday.
Fed to 3 large screens in the bar area, so
it does make it where if you are in the area until fibre to premise comes, you're worth off coming down and being able to watch all the matches. You can sit in bar area, have a drink, have an nice burger, and as Haribo put it, watch it like you're in space station control, whatever, weren't it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good to be able to see, because to be honest, we were just saying you get a far better view watching it on a screen than sat alongside.
Well, you mentioned about that in your match, didn't you? Because you said that often, a bit like you'd see snooker players do.
They're looking up at the screen.
Up at the screen because you get a little bit different view.
Yeah, when you're not at the table, you sat down, and you look across and you think, as you got on that, you can glance across at the telly and actually see whether they're on it, rather than having to sort of crane your neck or look a bit of a fool standing up when you're not at the table.
Yeah.
A little over-eager.
Yeah.
Well, on any normal day, Christian would take these out. But I think he's just feeling it a little bit at the moment. He's under a lot of pressure from Jake. The scoreline's pretty tight now.
Yeah, and to be honest, he did mention that he was coming into this with no pressure, and you just thought, well, you're letting your arm go, then it should be a little bit different to what it has been. However, you know, once the match starts, it's a completely different scenario. Calum, India Semi, it's not on tonight, it's on next Tuesday. It's Dan Connell against Ross Bonnet. Brid lads battle it out.
6 start.
6 start for Ross, yeah. And this is
going
to be a nice finish for him.
He's taken some good scalps as well as Ross.
Yeah, he has done.
Good one last Friday night.
Yeah,
Simon
Saturday.
Page?
Saturday it was against Simon.
No, it wasn't.
Oh no, yeah, Friday. Yeah,
night.
sorry, yeah. It should have been the previous Saturday to that, That's the one. Yeah, because we were setting everything up. Very nice finish there from Christian, just keeps the lead going. Can anyone give Gatti a shout to play for £1 this weekend? He's opened his gob and can't reply. Oh, okay.
He must have found a sponsor. He just said he would play, but he didn't have the money. So it looks like he's must have somebody to back him.
Just rechecking the comments over on YouTube. Anthony Myers, evening lads. You there, Saturday Sam? Yes. Of course we'll be here from 9 o'clock. Well, 8 o'clock we'll call it up until by the time it finishes. Oh, Black's in. Golden break. Look at how we're doing his first split. Joe Ford v Jowett. Be a good game, says Aaron Hardcastle.
Is he playing much?
Joe's always played
Has he?
a lot. Yeah, I'd say so, yeah. He's been more snooker, but certainly still on the table.
What about Aaron Hardcastle against Mr. Jowett? That would be a good game as well, I would have thought.
Seeing
Azza smashing him up.
Back on the table.
Well, he's in the
smashing the breaks, yeah.
He's entered the Grand Slam.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
We look forward to it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
A rematch, Mr. Hardcastle, maybe?
As long as he brings some more burgers down.
For Lanny. 7.
7. Good pal. Cameron Brown, enter me in the Grand Slam.
Go on, Cam.
I'll send it you in a message now. The group. Well, I'll just invite you.
It's a big commitment, Cam. Not financially, but time-wise. You know that. We know what you like. Easily distracted, let's put it that way. Looking at some of Cameron's comments, he's trying to win friends and influence people here, I think.
Let me find where it is. Here we go, Daniel's in the comments. I think the pool's been...
Was it Daniel that I played on Saturday?
It is that Gatti, yeah. Grand
I knew you couldn't resist commenting. You normally follow it up with the worst nightmare in your pool life.
What was that one from?
Grand Comp a couple of years ago.
Right.
Still having sleepless nights over it, apparently.
Cameron, I've just added you to the group now, so I'll just take in the post, and then it's just so we can remember to give you an handicap.
What sort of comments? What sort of handicap do we think we'll be getting off Mr. Brown?
Panel decides, doesn't it?
Is it on current form or on potential?
I can't. I don't think you can go on current form. It has to be
what you're capable of.
What you're capable
it's up
of,
to you whether you practice or not.
Yeah, that's it. Because really, once you're at a good level, you have a few.
Don't send it me, mate. I ain't giving you my bank details.
Brilliant. Oh, details are on the post.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked at that. Is there a deposit to go in before the... Well, there is a deposit,
Yeah.
but is it stipulated yet, or just the structure?
I think it's just... I'll have a look.
It's £120 total entry, but it's payable over whatever structure will be decided.
Let's have a look. What have we got? All right.
And we definitely...
Yeah, it just says 120 in total, as before, with a strict payment plan.
Yeah,
more
we've taken a leaf from Mr. Haribo's Haribo Promotions book, and we are going to be very strict on the payment structure, as people have got plenty of time to get the money together. If they can't get it together and pay on a sensible structure, then you've got to think that they aren't serious about entering or paying. Haribo's very keen on it, and you know where you stand. You get your money in, you're in the draw. If you don't get your money in, reserves come in. As much as it seems harsh the first time, it works.
Yep. BobDoff.com. Is this a money match? No, it's partly handicap comp. it all equates to some cash in the end. It started just as lockdown eased and venues opened up.
And we decided to do it one Saturday afternoon, partway through the renovation, thinking we'll get maybe 16 local lads in, and within about 5 hours we had 64 entries and 5 on the reserve list. Was Hitler, just going on to Haribo's comment there, was Hitler a dictator? Yeah, he was, wasn't he? Well, I suppose you've got a point, Haribo, maybe, yeah. Nice one, Liam.
Turner Matthews, how's the scores working, lads? So handicap, so Newlove started on -6. That was what he started on. So yes, he's scored. He's won 12 frames so far today, but he was on -6. Christian was on +4. That's what he started on. He raced to 18. At the venue, they have done 10 to 24. Which I think a lot of others have, just to save confusion and going on the minus bit. So I'm just had a few people asking about what the Grand Slam is that we've just been mentioning about. So
yeah, well,
I'm just inviting everyone.
For the people that maybe don't know the history of.
Oh, right.
I think we've got a bit of a storm on here. If we happen to lose coverage. The lights are flashing a little bit here, and it's very, very gloomy outside. So I think we've got a bit of a storm coming over. Yeah, going back to the Grand Slam, very successful competition being run for I think 9 seasons by the previous owners of the club, and up until the last season, they always got enough entries to have £1,000 first prize. Hence the name the Grand Comp. The last season was a little bit quieter and it didn't quite get there, so we've decided that we're still going to keep an association obviously with the name, the Grand, but we, like we've done with the naming of the club and everything, we're trying to put our own stamp on it, hence the reason it's now called the Grand Slam. And it's basically, it's a winter competition, races to 9. For the first time it's handicapped. We would expect that, as an example, if we had 32 players, you'd probably have 2 groups of 16, so you'd have 15 games over the winter. Top half of the group go through into a last 16 sudden death shootout. Again, increasing number of frames, so on and so forth. This year we'll have to either keep the frames numbers the same as the initial rounds, or double them up because it's handicapped. Otherwise we'll lose track and lose the consistency on the handicap front. But yeah, basically it's going to run 15 weeks if we've got, say, 32 players in it, and then the bottom 8 go through to a plate competition for a little bit of money as well. So it literally runs from sort of October through to, normally finishes around about March, April, when the Euros are on here.
Euros at Pool at Spa,
at the Spa. Yeah. It's always been a great competition. It's £120 payable over the winter. You get in a race to 9 every week for, as I say, on average about 15 weeks. We don't take any admin fees out of that. All the money goes straight back in. If anybody's out there fancies putting a little bit of money in, we are after a lot. We are going to try and find an event sponsor. They will get some extra coverage this year because, as we've just said earlier, Sam's streaming setup is so much easier now. He literally can walk in, and if there's a game on, he can click a couple of buttons and it can be outstreamed. So if anybody fancies talking to us about putting their name behind the competition, give us a shout. And we hope everybody that's got any interest in it fancies having a trip through. Generally Monday or Wednesday nights, 2 or 3 time slots depending on the number of entries, at 6 o'clock, 7:30 and 9. And it's it has literally been a great event over the years. Limited winners, because obviously it's always been a scratch event. myself and Dan, the other owners here, as we've come from sports where handicap plays a big part, and we love the handicap situation. Everybody starts off in it believing they've got a chance.
Literally just...
as we proved with the 64 manner. If you'd have got
Yeah.
Jake putting his name down and Dan putting his name down
Off scratch.
off scratch,
Yeah,
we'd
a
have
lot
probably
of
had a dozen entries at most. Everybody's turned up. There's two are still in it. They're playing the best pool. They're the best players.
But
they're
people
having to
thought-
work
yeah,
hard,
they're having
and
to
people
work,
are giving
yeah.
them games.
Yeah.
And that's the difference. If you turn up believing you've a chance, you'll enter. If you believe you've no chance, what's the point? And it's a little bit different in a fiver flyer, but if you're committing 100 quids to things, then you need to feel you've got a chance.
Yeah. I have just posted links to anyone that's just been wondering while Paco has been talking. The link is to the group, straight to the post in the group. You may, I don't know how Dan's got it set up, I don't think he's put me as admin on it yet, and he is playing.
Yeah.
So you may just have to give it a few minutes before you can enter the group. But then there's a post where you just comment that you're in, you'll get an handicap given, there's a panel,
Yeah, yeah.
5 in us that...
I was going to say,
So-
Mikey Graves just asked what categories is it off.
Yeah, you just,
Obviously we've got people coming from Scarborough, we've got people coming from the Hull area, we've got local lads, we've got people who play locally in the league and in our Tuesday night league here, who we're trying to encourage to play in more and more competitions, who have not had a great deal of experience and as such aren't in categories. So we've got a 5-man little mini committee consisting of myself, Dan, Sam, Doug, who you may well know, who runs one or two of the competitions, and James, who has run the Grand Comp for the past few years.
Yeah.
And we've got people there really across all the categories. So what we're saying to people is stick your names down. It's not a commitment at this stage to actually play in it, but by showing an interest, your name will go before the committee for a handicap, and that will be posted. If you feel you've got a chance, by all means enter. And we've got 1 or 2 examples on that post that Sam's just put out there, and we're trying to include people from different areas in different groups, so you can have a look and go, well, I know what he's like,
yeah.
I think that's where I would be, so on and so forth. But it will be fair. It's not a perfect science. It's like anything. You might find one person can give another person 5 frames, and that person can give another 5. But it doesn't
It all
necessarily
depends on the
follow that you
night
can
as
give
well,
10.
doesn't it? Yeah,
It's difficult, but
Mikey, I'll just let me see if
I won't go as far as to say that, Ross. But there are better players in it than you, as you'll admit, and as the handicaps show. And you're in the semi-finals, and you've taken out some good scalps. And that's the beauty of handicapping. You've turned up, you've practiced, you've played, and you're still kicking ass. And who knows? You may well be taking home the top dollar.
Mikey, I've just sent in a message to you. I'll do that with the others as well.
He's already
So
entered. He doesn't need the message. He's
Oh
already
yeah, it's so that they go to the actual post.
Yeah,
Because
okay,
if not,
yeah.
then by the end of this, I'll have forgotten who's.
I'm with you, yeah.
So at least if I've messaged them.
I'm with you, so that can put it on the post rather than
Yeah.
on your messages, yeah. Yeah, and there's been quite a lot of shares on it, which you don't always obviously see the messages that if people comment on a share, I don't think you always see
No,
them
you
as
don't, no.
as the main. So the best thing to do is follow the group. I think is it a hidden group? But if you want to be in and you can't find it, just go to the
It's
Cure
not-
and Cushion
it's
page
just private,
and ask to
so,
be
yeah.
added to the group,
Yeah.
and then you will you'll see the full formats. And I know when it's been run in the past, it was fairly strict about it having to be Mondays, having to be Wednesdays, and he didn't like to give out additional days, tables and things like that. We'll be a little bit more flexible, so as much as it's generally going to be run around Mondays and Wednesdays, if you happen to work on a Wednesday and or you're away on holiday or whatever and want to come through and play it on a Sunday night, then
Go
if you
for
can
it.
arrange it, that's what we'll be doing.
Yeah.
We're not dictators, as Mr. Harrison would say.
Grantham says, can you explain it again? He doesn't understand.
I've told you about drinking on school nights, Mr. Grantham.
I'm hoping
The format for you, Mr. Grantham: turn up, get pissed, fall over, play a bit of pool in the meantime, and then ask somebody the next day if you won.
and ask him not to leave you somewhere.
Yeah, and by the way, this event is run in Bridlington, not Grimsby,
Grimsby.
so you don't have any fear of being left. Don't worry. Don't anybody ask me why I'm talking about Grimsby and Mr. Grantham, because I refuse to tell the story, so please don't ask.
Let's see.
But I am pleased to see that you're coming over on Saturday. Hopefully we'll get a quiet drink, seeing as you refused to socialise on last Saturday with me.
You were quite Tim, weren't you, last Saturday?
Did he stay in the comp quite a while? Did we run out of Jaeger? Well, I don't know why. Was he 10?
I don't know.
I was too busy.
So, from what I can remember, it certainly went as...
Actually, I saw him as he was leaving, and I could still understand him. So
Yeah,
he must have been quieter than normal.
Probably because couldn't get a B&B.
He's happy with the format. Does that mean that you may be frequenting? Unfortunately, Lee, I will be doing a shift this weekend, unless I can come up with some excuse as to why I have to leave, or maybe I have to go on Q score, seeing as you'll be playing, or I'll commentary, or do something.
Yeah, he'll be
I don't know.
commentating.
I don't know. I don't know.
You'll be commentating.
But believe
all day
me, I've taken
Saturday.
some shit for not being behind the
Last
bar
night
on
was
Saturday.
brilliant.
11 and a half hours playing pool on Saturday. I was here at 7:30, and I'd lived here the week before, but hey ho.
Literally, yeah.
Joe Ford, I'm playing Jowett on Money Match Day next month for 100 a man at Q and Cushion.
Yeah, Sam was, yeah, as you say, yeah, Mr. Grantham did behave himself, and Sam was a little bit unruly. He was dancing here at about 1 o'clock in the morning. I think he still had the same pint in his hand he had at 4 o'clock, like, but he was dancing around.
You're here for a good time, not a long time. His life, innit?
Absolutely.
Steve Grantham, are you going to...
Turkey chin. Who's Turkey Chin?
I don't know, but that name's brilliant.
Turkey Chin.
Well, that's just changed the...
Turkey Chin. Is that when Haribo's playing?
Yeah.
He'd rather be called Hitler. I would think. He named himself Hitler tonight. But he would. I would think he'd rather take that name than Turkey Chin, if that's what we're meaning. Turkey Chin is Haribo. Harsh. Right, I think the time has arrived when I need to go home
Well,
and have
I'm
some tea.
keeping up on everything that's... Looks like Dan Summan's joining. Alan, have you seen it as well? We're going to message you about that. About the Grand Conk. She was usually entering.
I've just seen a comment there, Alan. He was sober when you turned up. You must have been more pissed than you realised then, because he was struggling to put one foot in front of the other, and he was raving to Tina Turner, I think it was. It wasn't a pretty sight.
As we see Jake pull off an absolute...
Positional shot.
Thought he said Turkey Jim.
A black roll square. First time tonight. And it goes.
I wonder if he'll keep his foot on the gas. He
Well,
came back
now's the
against, who was he playing in the last
Matty-
round? Matty Gardner,
Matty
yeah.
Gardner.
I think he won about the first 8 frames to get level, didn't he? And then
He were on fire, and then he just let
it
Matty.
went
Well, it went
to about
just
15th, about 18, 16 or
yeah.
something
It
like
wasn't.
that, didn't it?
It wasn't foot down or anything, and frames were just bouncing off each other. So it was pretty level through it all, for the most part. Let's see. What else? That's that one. Jake is just ridiculous. Yes, he certainly is, Kazzy. Oh dear. Oh dear, Jowett. Oh dear.
Mind our flaw. Don't bang your key on it either.
You'll be practicing your javelin if.
If anybody damages that floor, they are banned.
I don't think what it'd take to actually try and replace a panel or.
It's almost impossible. It's about 100 square metres of that. I thought it was going to never end.
Any space? Oh,
That'll be on the bus or something.
on the bus, yeah.
I think Danny's going, isn't he? Danny Ancliffe with the taxi. Right, on that note, I'm going to bid you gentlemen and those that aren't
been a
gentlemen
pleasure.
a good night. And
Enjoy your tea, whatever
I'm
you're
going to
having.
enjoy my tea. It's going to be supper now. And then hopefully we'll see a few of your names going down in the Grand Slam. It'll be a good experience for those that haven't played much pool and those that have. Like a lot of the Hull lads that came over a couple of years ago and played in it. I think they all enjoyed it. They took most of the money home, unfortunately. Be a bit different this time, I think. But yeah, we hope to see a few of you in. We'll see a few of you definitely on Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be good Saturday.
Have fun, and we'll speak to you probably Friday night, Sam.
Yeah, I'll be seeing you in the week. No doubt. Yeah.
Evening, gents.
See you later. See you in a bit, Paco. So as we Praz, believe it or not, is still sat here reading comments. That's slightly harsh, Ancliffe. Slightly harsh. See you later, Paco. Yeah, but yeah, as I was saying, out the comp. See, where's it going? Is it going round back? No. Total, it is. Chris, I can give you something to watch that's like watching paint dry. That isn't paint drying. I was watching this surfing in Olympics early hours of this morning, and wow, that was ridiculous. 2 lads paddling on a surfboard waiting for right wave to come along. And it all lasted for about 3 seconds. Straight out, that is not leaving much. I think, ooh, is it touching? That's what we're calling. to have multiple people look at this. They're all from Scarborough and they're all arguing over the ball. Well, that's it, just a bit of light, phone light or something. See if you can see it. Well, there's left an angle here. Dan Green not touching, can see from here. Perfect eyesight. Broken. Oh, that's odd. That's very odd. I do apologise to anyone that has been getting. I'll add everyone that's. I'm trying to go through everyone who's sent messages about the comp. Too long. You know, it's just if anyone's been clicking on Linkfoot group, for some reason it's popping up as broken, so send us a message. I'll add you on my personal Facebook account and then I'll add you into the group. Probably going to be the easiest one. Well, easiest way. Keep doing that. How many cushions are you working this one out then? Right. Okay. Right cushion. I've had my pointer. I'd show you, but trace right up. Turns into left, kick it off behind the red at top. To cushion. He don't like it. Doesn't like it. Jake still not being able to take the lead. Christian's hanging in there. She'll be back in a moment. Oh, fuming. Those that may have gone over to YouTube or Twitch because Facebook went down, it is back up now. I do apologise. I forgot as I went to the toilet to turn down the camera audio, and it's done me over. Fuming. Oh well. Right, so who won that one? Apologies to everyone for that one. My bad, my bad. Absolutely fuming. You wanted inviting to this. Glad to see everyone's joined back. So yeah, as I was saying, I do apologise for that. Let me just recap on that last frame. Grand Slam link's dead. Ah, let me sort that. Ah. 10 apiece it is, by the way. Let me just update that scoreboard. 10 apiece. There we go. Right, we're on there. Evening. Paco, I can't believe it. You went, I decided to nip to the toilet as they were on the break. I forgot to turn camera down. There we go. I'll pin the comment about the Grand Slam comp. Can someone let me know if it works? Josh, best thing to do is just ask him, mate. He's always interested in matches. It's Jowett. Left, right and centre. Evening, Mark. You forgot you were on. Well, now you know it's on. Thankfully, you've not joined it too late. As we see Jake take the lead for the first time tonight. So for those that are joining on Facebook that may have been new to the viewing, welcome. Live from Q and Cushion in Bridlington. It's the handicap comp. Races to 18. Jake started on -6. Christian Jowett started on +4. 10 start to 24, or the handicaps that you see on screen, whichever one that works. It definitely in Paco, I can tell you that one. Nice one, cheers for letting me know it works. Last one didn't, feel it. Right, let me sort this one out as well. We got another one. Evening, Lee. Hope you well. Oh, Lee, say something, right? Definitely need that Chinese again. What a weekend Golden 8 Ball is. Fantastic weekend, love it. I'll have to go over as a player one day. Not there this year. No, I'm not there this year. I haven't been there since the year we all met. Hopefully the old hotel's had a bit of an improvement over lockdown. Because it certainly could do with one. Should be no issues here. I think someone's just playing on table 3 at side. Yeah, just drop him in. Come back off this one, black into middle. And suddenly a 2-frame lead opens up. The butcher train keeps on rolling. Yeah, it's great. Events are opening back up. Big comps are back. Tournaments are opening. It's brilliant. Love it. Well, Christian's just mentioned to me on where that he hasn't really been doing much with his break, but now's a massive chance. Reds all day. As always, if you're new around here, give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. TYP Live. Travel the UK, capturing sports events live to be bringing onto your streams, onto your screens. How do, Pete? I hope you're well. Unlucky the other night, by the way, in the money match. We were watching it live here, actually. We had it up on the screen. Hope you're well. Hope all lads are doing well as well. Hopefully see you all down at one of the tour events. Bit of distance between this red and the bottom left, but pacey table. Should see some control with this one. I don't know it. Oh, massive miss. Massive miss. And he's left an opener for Jake. Yellow into the middle. Top of the 2 yellows in the bulk. And go in. How do, Scott? Hope you're well. Hope North Yorkshire treated you well today. James Barnett was watching for the first time. Watching Pool for the first time at this level, or is he watching the old streaming? Is it back? Too cush. Too cush it is. Slightly short. Thin on the edge. Too much of an issue here, really. Yes to both. Table lit extremely well. Yeah, they're actually LED panels in the false ceiling and give really nice lighting to everything. Oh, white's in off. Fuming. Won't be happy with that one. Yeah, it's certainly not like the old 3 light bulbs of it table and casting shadows left, right and centre, that's for a fact. Ball players' worst nightmares than tables. So, he's going to play a cannon, yeah. Brings the red out. He wanted that one nearer to pocket, but should be absolutely fine. Run it down to the bottom, back up. Black bottom right. He goes within 1. There it is, goes within 1 for sure. It is an handicap comp, this. The handicaps are now at this point irrelevant. Jake started on -6. Christian started on +4. You started on the handicaps you're given, and it's race to 8. Race to 8? Race to 18. Words there. However, as they are doing here on their scoreboard, Christian got a 10 start and they just played to 24. It works out the same. Richard, to be fair, mate, the absolute difference in ability is unreal. With Jake, I think the handicap would have just been ended up ridiculous. You know, he's a guy that's getting very, very close to being pro on paper. Christian's certainly given him some chances on frames. But Jake, you do expect to see 1 visit clearances. Oh, cheers. Just stick it in there.
on
4-1 loss. Oh. Yeah, first comp, innit? Different kind of atmosphere, though, innit? Compared to just when you're practicing. You'll enjoy it, yeah. No worries, I'll catch you joint week in a bit. Yeah, it is one of them. You know, the handicap with Jake was always going to be difficult. what would you put him on? You know, minus 15. There comes a point, really, when it just becomes a bit too stupid. You know, you've just got to remember that it's one frame clearances, so even if you're on minus 15, I don't think it would really matter. Afternoon, Bradley. Hope you're well, mate. There you go, Christian's making an old comment while playing. Yeah, that's it. No one can compete. You can do is watch and learn. Yep, that's it. Different gravy. Watch and learn. Enjoy. That is literally it. Equally true, Dan. He has had chances. Christian will tell you that he's had chances. He's the handicap when it comes to him is just completely different. I think you're just waiting on how long it actually just takes for him to come over the line at times. Yes, he had a very good match against Matty Gardner last week, which was slightly different. Matty just kept nibbling away. And, the thing is, as the scoreline reads, Christian's still in it. You can't take the overall score into consideration because it's the whole point of it. So I do think I also don't think it's been a bad handicap. No, I don't. No, Paul. Both players still have to get to 18. They both started on what their handicap is. Christian. Oh, he's got away with it. He's got away with it. It's going to drop. There it is. That's one that could have really escaped him. However, a black top left after he's composed himself to stay in it and be 12-12. Oh, he's just... There you go. That's one frame. There you go. Yeah. You know, and as Christian's actually put in the comments here, he knows that not to take this match to heart as such. He has got a money match on Friday night live with us from Rack and Roll Sports Bar in Scarborough. He's playing Ed Cunningworth for about £6,000. And Ed's given Christian a 6-start to 15, I think it is. As I'm looking forward, if, you know, obviously you can't... Don't forget, Dan has got Ross Bonnet in the other semis, and Ross has been playing very well. Ross does get a 6-start to 18. That could be an interesting one, like you say. Seeing Dan Connell and Jake play. That'd be an interesting matchup in the handicaps. Stewart's a fast table, no need to hit it as hard as that on the black. Yeah, certainly not. He just went straight through it. No real control. As they say on Happy Gilmore, just tap it in. I think it... Ben, let me just have a look. I'm doubting myself here, but I'm pretty sure that's... I'm sure it's 15. Let's have a look. Scrolling through here. Trying to find the picture. Oh, this was a pointless task. Race to 18, sorry. It is race to 18. 6-start. Yeah. He's playing him at Rack and Roll in Scarborough. Right, so 6 to 18 is even a big one. When? Oh, sorry, I thought you put where. When's he playing, Ed? This Friday, it is. 7 o'clock start. So the live with us. And letting the poll do the talking. Jake Newlove now leads 14 frames to 11. Frightening standard is brought. Like you say, if Christian just tapped in the black, you'd be looking at a different frame on that one. Yeah, Dan, he's having a, you know, he's given a lot of chances that you'd generally see Christian just pot. But it happens. He has already said that none of this will affect for Friday. It's a completely different game, different mindset. That's true, Ross. That's very true. So, Jake to break. Leading 14 frames to 11 in a race to 18. And surprisingly, he's gone dry. With the yellows looking favourable. If you can slot home an opener. Just one thing I will plug for all those that were joining on this one. Would have missed Paco's long discussion about the comp. The old Grand Comp that used to be ran from Brilliant Snooker Centre's now got renamed and re-looked at. The Q and Cushion Grand Slam. It's a handicap comp. Races to 9. It's played throughout winter. So it's probably looking at those that do live in East Yorkshire and North Yorkshire. £120 entry. There's a payment plan for it, you don't have to pay everything up front. Group stages, so you play one fixture per week, and then you're playing to a knockout once the group stages are finished. There you go, that's another one on the miss list for Christian. I was jerking to the table. If you are interested in finding out more, it's in the pinned comment. Join the group once Dan Connell's finished his match and I've finished sorting out things here. We'll be getting back to everyone who was interested in joining the comp. That's a great shot to bring the red out. Didn't know if you wanted to try and do both there. Get that red out that was with the yellow and then land on the top red. You can't be too greedy in life. He has got a drop in to the left middle. Drop in is found. It is the semi-finals. Either Jake or Christian playing Dan Connell or Ross Bonnet. Their match is live with us next Tuesday. As Jake sets himself up with a really nice angle here just to play through. It's just unreal. What a shot. Instead of just playing it through, he's gone straight off cushion. Landed absolutely baz for it. Drops this in. Not trying to screw this in, is he? Oh, just put it in. It goes within 3 of the finishing line. Benny certainly doesn't. He certainly does not. No finger pointing required for Jake. Just looked out at window. Seagulls are having a scrap on the roof aside of it. They must be fighting over some fish and chips that they've found. Another dry break for Christian. He'll be hoping to change that for Friday night, that's for sure. Some different tables. play differently, but certainly not found much on this one tonight. Matt, all I'll say is imagine commenting on someone who you don't actually know then. I'll take the bite to that one. 10 start to 18. It's not a 10 start, is it, to 18? It's a 10 start to 24. It's difference. Bit of a difference on 10 start to 18. That would just mean that Christian only required 8. And the fact that Jake's practically a pro. Cameron, yeah, he can. Can be anyone. Round here he's got very little competition. Oh, Christian. Yeah, he did. That were a cracking weekend, that really, for him. Beating Jordan Shepherd, 18-7. Unfortunately, just didn't come out on the final, really. And to be fair, from what he messaged me about and things like that in build up to this one, he did say that he knew it was going to be a tough ask. He was going in with it with no pressure, letting his arm just flow, hopefully, and from after the match, not remembering anything of it. And just remember that Friday is a different day, it's a different match, different opponent, completely different scenario. Like I say, could be a bit odd that he played it so soon. I think, I know Jake's had a couple of issues with his arms. But equally, if he did turn around and, if he beat Jake, then what a massive booster that would have been. Would be. He could find better opponent to play though. Matt, it's not a money match. It's a handicap comp. You play the person that you've ended up finding in the draw. He's entered it. It's and it's a semi-final. Yeah, well that's it, Nick. He's still far-fetched, but you can't just not let him enter when he's done, but, just trying to think what handicap would be good for him. As we do see Jake with ball in hand on reds. Just a 1. Slightly awkward red that's near the yellow. Left middle. Exactly. It's the only one that's playing off -6. We could have probably stuck him off -15. Would it make a difference? I don't know. Yeah, that's it. He should be allowed to enter comps. I know a lot of just say, oh, he's trying to pick up easy money, he knew whatever. But let's not forget, if you tuned in last Tuesday, it could have been a completely different scenario if Matty just stood with a few of the frames that he ended up losing. Of course you would have done that. You don't play comp pool anymore, and you would have done something 3 years ago. Stop living in past, live in present, then you're no good now. Simple as that. Right. How is the handicap decided? It's on a panel, based off of a few category systems that are out there for East Yorkshire and North Yorkshire. Right, sir. Ignoring Jake's handicap, the rest have been really fair and easy to decide. Jake's is always going to be difficult, and everyone's just going to find something with it. But end of the day, all I look at it is Jake put his name down when there were quite a lot of people that entered, and no one quit. I hope you keep coming to comments, Matt. It's a good laugh, actually. You're getting a lot more people commenting. It all helps system out. Makes people think that it makes Facebook share it. Commentator is clueless. Adam. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. Commentator that's commentated over numerous matches. Around the UK. Being hired by other streamers. But yeah. I'm clueless. Clueless at shot selection, that's true. Neff was over on YouTube. Glad I found the stream. I'm following on Twitch and YouTube. Love a bit of pool. I've enjoyed the content I've seen over the past month or so. Thank you for the follow and the comments. Exactly, Mark. Oh, except Brendan, I just read your second sentence. It's like when John S turns up for poker. Jesus. Thing is, though, Nick, we both know that previous comps, when the elite have joined, a lot have quit. Matt, difference is he's not done it every match. Christian, from what I remember, is equals given some other people spankings. Aiden, to be fair, you're saying winding me up. You have. That's it. I'll just feed into the comments and bite everything. Want to see Clueless? Watch next Tuesday. Yes, Ross, you'll be on. Thursday series. Well, change name. Lounge Elite series of this Saturday. It's from 3 years ago. Yeah, it was a 20 quid entry. I'm expecting like screen clips from half the comments that's been posted and half that's been recorded from me. Ending up in some pool group going, look at these who we've managed to hook on a fishing rod. Now I'll just turn around and go, cheers for publicity. There we go. A little bit of a confidence one. Will this one for Christian? Just don't be slamming any balls in again. Steady away. Pace of the table will do the job. No worries. I tried my best, Matt. That's all you can do. So, Christian break. Trailing 16 frames to 12 in a race to 18. Be taking yours. Aiden, winner of the comp. Oh, you're gonna have to get me to drag out the old post because I've totally forgot. However, the other semi-final is Dan Connell against Ross Bonnet. Dan, you may know of. Let me find where this blinking post is. That's not that one. This one. Here it is. So, your prize money. Winner gets 350 quid. Runner-up 250 quid. Semi-finals, 150 quid each. Quarters, 80 each. And then there were a first round losers bracket as well, where they got 40 for winning it and 20 for runner-up. It were only a 20 quid entry. It was literally just something just to give people to do at the start of the lockdown ending. Cricket Empire. I do miss a game of cricket. The old spin bowler I was. Leg spin. I was no good at batting. Thing is, at that point, we were unsure on whether big comps were able to go ahead and all that lot, because Boris didn't know what to do. So these ones were just able to just start and flourish. We thought we'd only get 16 in. Then that got smashed in half an hour, if that. And by 4 hours later, we had 64 entrants. Boris still doesn't know what to do. Yeah, very true. Dan, I could say there's been more than 2 or 3 frames that Christian could have took. Obviously the one with the blacks, the biggest one to point out, as Dan Connell comes and joins me alongside me, but maybe joining me in a minute.
No, that's done. Don't suppose you've got... Have you left your mini book, mate? Okie dokie, no worries. No worries. Drive safe, mate. Bye.
Joining us on comms then?
Yeah, well, why not? I love the end.
There you are. Joining me on commentaries. England International. Dan Connell, once he sorts his microphone out, 'cause he's realised it's stuck up in his hair. There we go.
Not techie. Evening.
We've had a few more people added to the group for the Grand Slam.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic support. What's been happening, Sam? I've not seen much of this.
To be honest, I've not been watching much at pool because the comments have been brilliant.
Have they?
Going on from things about handicaps, the handicap's broken, the handicap don't work, blah de blah de blah de. People going fishing for me.
Are they? It's a never-ending argument,
no,
isn't it?
It's been. Paco says to get some work done, apparently.
I didn't even realise Dave had gone, to be fair. I will do once this game's finished, Dave.
Well, to be honest, right, he came up here, he said, oh, I'll only be 5 minutes, so I'll have 5 minutes because tea's ready. They were up here an hour and a half.
Bless him.
Loving life.
Loving pool, isn't he? He's back in
Yeah.
love with it.
That's it. Aren't we all?
Yeah, I think the handicap thing's just... I just think you're going to get people that like it and you're going to get people that don't. And ultimately from... I think you've got to have both, haven't you, in pool? You've got to have the scratch games and you've got to have handicap games, but from us opening 10 weeks ago, the handicap events have worked, so I'm not saying we won't be doing the scratch comps, but and the series off the different categories, but there's no reason to stop the handicaps, in my opinion.
No, that's it. As you see, Jake making very, very light work, as he's done all night, really.
Absolute machine, isn't he?
You know, and the scary thing is, really, when you look at it, it's not.
I don't fancy Ross's chances in final.
Is Ross just going to skip through you like nothing?
Well, just it gets me out of the punishment of Mr. Newlove machine.
I think a few have said that it would be interesting, you against Jake with a 6 start. Could be very close, apparently.
Depends which Dan Connell turns up.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
It'd have to be Dan Connell, not from 2021. I promise you that.
Jake goes one away.
He's done nothing this year that that justifies 12 start. Never mind 6. What's someone just had a comment about the handicap, Sam. I just glanced at it as you
sorry,
switched
I'm
it off.
just reading this one now. Just make sure that it's.
Someone
not-
said they agree with me. That's why I got excited.
Yeah,
Nice,
Alex
Alex.
Watson.
Ah, love it.
Not as excited now. You'd always.
I like Alex. Fellow organizer, innit?
Yes.
That's how it works. We know Alex.
Jake Newlove leading 17 frames to 12. Cut break.
Has he been cut breaking all night?
Yes. From breaks I can recall, yeah. Hayden Hughes, can I play someone with a 6 start? Please. When are you gonna... you still reside over Manchester way? I can remember that was last place
Is
I
it
met
a
you.
good player? I ain't going to show... I ain't bothered one bit about taking 6 start of Jake.
I think if I remember right, it was Sav's. Sav's venue. It was Old Savannah's. What a venue that is. Do a nice curry. It's one thing I can remember of when I was there.
I don't know what curry is, Sam. Is that Sheffield?
Curry.
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 We've got a little double coming up here.
I thought it was.
What's Aaron put? 60-40 off levels. Not this year, mate. I'm afraid not. 60-40 to Jake would be last year or year before. I think he's 60-40 giving me 6.
The amount of hours that Jake's put in on the table is absolutely unreal. You know, fair play to him is...
What's Alex said? Don't recall one by break. It's like, you haven't seen me break, Al. But no, they do react very well.
yeah.
I suppose they should when new cloths, and we try to look after them. We do our best. Is the yellow not passing to the bottom left, Sam? I guess not. Can't be. It can't do.
You know what I need? Get a few rails,
Great shot.
have it motorised, and a camera going round. Just
Like-
for like them
Like
shots
what they have
when
in
you
cricket, and
Yeah,
spider cams.
Yeah, just for them shots where you couldn't see it
Sort
angle.
yourself out, Sam. Come on. It's
We'll get it.
2021 now.
Get it sorted.
No, I think people seem to like the 3 camera setup. I don't know what people said on the stream because I didn't see it, but
So with
the
3
comments
camera,
in
yeah,
house loved it.
yeah. On stream we just had the one on.
But you can flick between them.
I flick between them,
Got you.
kind of, but it's a hard one because you don't really want to flick between the match because it's a bit disrespectful. I always
Yeah,
find
yeah.
if you just skip him, but it gave that choice then.
Jake's nervous.
And Jake's missed one.
Jake's nervous to get over the finishing line, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can't handle it.
Like I said, as I said here on the screen,
Hey,
they
Roxy.
loved it. Darren, I'm waiting for my man in from China to contact me back.
Yes, Darren. She's they're called Sarah and Vicky. Thanks for asking.
He asked me what size table iron did I want, and then he's not replied to me. Dave Cousins. I met Dave the other day, actually. We came in shop.
Bless him.
Ross, come on.
Did take a while. Dave Cousins cleaning the balls, that is. Tell you what, they'll do Chris Goodwill this, playing this match. In the long run, this will do him a lot of good.
Just from the learning side of things on what's...
Yeah, one of one of his mates, Sean Buckross's comments in it. That says that you either win or you learn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And,
very true.
He'll learn a lot off this. Bit of
Yeah.
a lesson.
Well, that's it, and he did mention that in a message to me earlier on in the day.
What's Ross put?
He just
Same
put,
fans.
he's on about the cameras because they're not actually centre. As much as they look centre, they're not. And it does his
It's pretty
editing.
good to me.
Yeah, well.
Well, I hope it does his head in next Tuesday.
Stuart Barnes, what handicap would Mick Hill be on? That's the question.
He'd have to give a few, but
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
how's he managed to get too much on that?
People can say what they want. Jake is right up there now, in my opinion, in the world of pool. Right up there.
Just needs to get
But
his pro.
Obviously, he'd need a few off Mick, but you'd be surprised. He's beat some top names in the last couple of weeks, month or so, hasn't he? I don't know. I can't remember the actual names he beat, but
Well, he beat
People-
Jordan Shepherd the other day
there you go.
in Murphy's comp.
Long race as well.
Yeah, I think it was. It was something like 18-7 or something daft. Result.
There you go.
Hayden, cheers. Really appreciate that. Looks a decent club, good setup, and main thing is streamers being reliable, unlike most these days, so can't knock you boys. Thank you, really appreciate that. Other than when some pop music comes on and I forget to turn it down when I'm off just to the bar and get shut down. But yeah. It's been great to have a semi-permanent fixture here.
Chris just needs to play safe up that top left-hand corner again.
Nah, I think he'll be going for these.
Um,
Is he going safe? Double safe?
Did he go for that?
I assume so. He's going for a double here. He's just exhibition. No, he's actually going.
He's got top left-hand side at table. Should have took him a couple of shots to get there.
As did mention, we're live here again on Saturday for the Lounge Elite Series.
If last Saturday's anything to go for, it's going to be a belter.
Yes, so it will be. Cole Kennedy, how come he got a second shot? He doubled it. It's just one of them things, like, because it's online, PRS license and things like that a venue has to have music. Doesn't cover, say, me for doing the streaming. And I inquired about it, and they turned around and said, well, you can have unlimited amount of listeners. So the quote was 6 figures or more.
Was it really?
Yeah.
It's not cheap for a venue, but not 6
So-
figures.
And then
you
also
don't get nothing
there's-
for free nowadays, do you?
Well, no. And the fact is, it's even
Pay to
then you
listen
have
to
to do all the
music.
bits. So yeah, so really, it's just one of them things where you just have to
Going 3 cushions here, Sam.
turn it off.
Be a nice way to finish.
Here we go.
A bit
Exhibition.
wide.
Oh, just a little bit wide, yeah.
Bit wide, but it's left it a little bit tricky.
Connor, live from Q and Cushion in Bridlington on the promenade. It's what used to be Bridlington Snooker Centre. New owners, new vision, new era, new name. It's got 6 Supreme pool tables, 3 snooker tables. Newest edition. Well, that's been happening all night, is that? Newest edition is a little bar area to sit and have a butcher's burger and a pint.
Andy Sanderson's not watching, is he?
From Canada.
Oh, we don't want to quit on this one, Chris. Nearly quit on it a little bit. Can see it drifting past the black.
Mm.
Not easy, is it, when you're playing someone like Jake and you've took a bit of a hammering all night? It's gonna knock your confidence. And
Just a little. But
unbelievable
equally.
score in that last round, wasn't it, with Alan Robinson?
Mm.
It's Al's a quality player. He is an absolutely top class,
Yeah.
solid as they get. Is he on this?
Oh, he's got to be. Yeah, he's gone down, right? Yeah. And how's he missed all them reds?
I think he's played to miss him, but he's
Yeah, but
It's,
just the fact that he's
skimmed past
skimmed past them,
two of
literally,
them twice.
and a cross double.
Does it go? Looks like it just about sneaks past into the opposite middle. Yeah.
And that is a wrap, folks, for this one. Jake Newlove is the first finalist of the Q and Cushion Welcome Back comp. Hopefully, it sounds daft, but hopefully it'll be the last Welcome Back comp as
Yeah,
such.
that's true. Yeah.
You know, hopefully there's only one winner
That's
of
it.
this comp. That
Well,
can-
certainly, well, if the success of it would like to redo something like this, but obviously
yeah,
it won't be a
definitely.
welcome back.
No,
comp, will
that's it. That's what I mean. Yeah. So it's.
Let's continue comp.
Let's continue. So a double is a bank, I'm guessing. Yes. I could go into all the terminology with American and Canadian
A double is a bank.
thing, which I did do when I was playing American pool on that shooters pool game through lockdown.
Yeah. Carem and all that.
Yeah, we're proper getting into it, getting into all the American terminology for when I'm playing
Combination
mine.
shots.
So the Butcher is in the final. He'll be playing either Dan Connell or Ross Bonnet. They play next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you available, Sam?
Yeah, I've already said that'll
Will
be
your
it.
diary again?
Yep.
You might as well live here
Bill-
anyway, aren't you?
yeah, it's getting there. Where can bed fit? Yeah, I'll just
It's like
stand up
Sam's
there.
bedroom when he's
Yeah.
in this office.
So he'll be live with us then. This Friday, are you going to... I didn't know while we'll continue if you were going or if you were staying.
No, I'm going to go clean some tables, Sam.
All right, well, I'll let you go
Clean
then.
some tables and I'll...
Just,
but,
it's been a pleasure for the last 3 frames or
yeah,
whatever it was.
timed it well, didn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers, guys, and see you soon.
So this Friday we're live from Rack and Roll Sports Bar in Scarborough for who you see now, Christian Jowett against Ed Cunnyworth. It's a race to 18 with Christian receiving a 6-star. It is for $6,000, if not a little bit more. Then after that, Saturday, live with the Lounge Elite Series, that is. Do you guys call a Massey shot something else? Massey swerve, I guess. I could be here all night, mate, doing the translations for you. Tune in on Friday night when the money match is. Give us a follow, and we'll run through them all as we're commentating. And the week after that, we're back here. So yeah, there's a lot more pool. Then as we come round into August, that's when the football starts, and we'll be live with Bridlington Football Club for a lot of the action there in non-league. And then there's a few money matches back to pool. Whatever you do for the rest of your night, enjoy it. It's a school night. So I'm sure none of you'll be up too late. Unless you're watching the Olympics like me. Always thanks to everyone who's tuned in throughout the night. Everyone who was on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Live from the Q and Cushion in Bridlington. As I keep reading through all the comments that I've missed. We'll say good night. Sleep well. Enjoy your night.